Are you ready for the government to look into our brains? You know, I wish this was just some tinfoil hat kind of conspiracy talk, but with the World Economic Forum, any conspiracy theory can be taken in as truth, as nothing is too far for them. At least that's what it looks like from our point of view. Would you ever be willing to let them track your brain activity and your thoughts? Comment a quick yes or no on that one. Now, while that is happening, our economy's stronger than ever with the stock market in the green. But how come it doesn't feel the same with our expenses? And why is the housing market making history for all the wrong reasons if the economy was actually in good shape? I'm gonna answer all of this and more in today's video, but before I begin, please take a second, smash the like button. I'm already calling that this video is probably gonna get suppressed, but I care more about providing you guys with the actual facts instead of hiding information that you need. And please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on your daily dose of the truth about everything and anything that affects our lives, our families, our bank accounts. And if you own a home, make sure your home is protected. Get your free home warranty quote. There is a link in the description of this video down below. It only takes like 15 seconds. You'll be glad you did. All right, guys, the stock market continues to recover while households continue to struggle to afford the cost of living. Doesn't that seem a little weird? I mean, we're seeing the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 make great strides. Meanwhile, the economy and our way of living continues to deteriorate. But here's a few questions that you guys can answer. Has the stock market's recovery shown with our bills? With how much we can buy at Walmart and Target? Has the price of food gone down, or are more Americans swiping their credit cards to get by? Look at the small businesses in the country. 41% of them reported that they couldn't even afford rent last year. But yeah, the consumers continue to stay strong in this narrative that they try to lay out for us. But what's really going on? Let me tell you something. Most consumers are broke. I said it. And did you know that pride is a funny thing? We can't necessarily see it, but we do understand when people let go of it just because they ran out of options. For a country that supposedly has a really strong economy, it is weird to see that almost 25% of millennials, they're leaning on their parents to cover their rent. Rental properties aren't the only things parents are paying for. This poll also shows that parents are paying for their groceries and their utilities. And at the same time, some are saying that they can't blame the younger generation. They're living at a time when expenses are insanely high. History is being made, guys, right here and right now. You guys best believe that. Pending home sales suffered its worst annual decline last year. The 34.3% dip isn't a huge decline. It's the biggest decline in history. Something doesn't make sense here though, especially when we're told that the housing market is recovering. The stock market is showing days of growth while people can't afford the cost of goods and more people are being laid off on a daily. The federal debt also continues to grow and it's now sitting at $31.5 trillion. Does any of this make any sense to anyone? Americans are also falling behind on credit card payments. Just recently, American Express just reported that their profits fell by 9% as customers just can't pay for the bare minimum. And it's not just credit cards, but more of us are falling behind on car payments. In another nod to history, this is the worst it's been since the Great Recession of 2008. Greg McBride, chief financial analyst at Bankrate, he said, quote, "Sticker prices have gone up, so people are borrowing more money. That's left lots of households with monster payments. Those $700 or $800 a month car payments can be an absolute budget buster. So particularly for our customers with weaker credit, we're already seeing an increase in delinquencies and defaults that may foretell a broader trend in that direction if the economy slows as the year progresses," end quote. Some people are paying upwards of $1,000 a month for a car payment because of subprime interest rates. This is absolutely insane. So let me ask you, is the economy really doing much better these days, guys? I would know the answer if I could read your mind. But hey, the World Economic Forum's already a step ahead when it comes to that. Watch this.
You're in the zone. Even you can't believe how productive you've been. Your memo is finished, your inbox is under control, and you're feeling sharper than you have in a decade. Sensing your joy, your playlist shifts to your favorite song, sending chills up your spine as the music begins to play. You glance at the program running in the background on your computer screen and notice a now familiar sight that appears whenever you're overloaded with pleasure. Your theta brainwave activity decreasing in the temporal regions of your brain. You mentally move the cursor to the left and scroll through your brain data over the past few hours. You can see your stress levels rising as the deadline to finish your memo approached, causing a peak in your beta brainwave activity right before an alert popped up, telling you to take a brain break. But what's that unusual change in your brain activity when you're asleep? It started earlier in the month. You send a text message to your doctor with a mental swipe of your cursor. Could you take a quick look at my brain data? Anything to worry about? Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little. But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present. You breathe a sigh of relief when the email she sends you later that day congratulates you on your brain metrics from the past quarter, which have earned you another performance bonus. You head home jamming to the music, with your work-issued brain-sensing earbuds still in. When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data, the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year. They have compelling evidence that one of your coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with. While you know you're innocent of any crime, you've been secretly working with him on a new startup venture. Shaking, you remove your earbuds.
I don't even know where to begin here. This is absolutely nuts. What's that movie with Tom Cruise and they have this entire setup where crimes can be stopped before they even happen? Comment down below if you guys remember that movie. It's eerily close to what the World Economic Forum wants to do here. And can you imagine getting a raise because of your brain waves? And she brought those brain scanning headphones home. It's not like your thoughts are going to be read at home. That's where they draw the line. You deserve privacy at home, but go ahead and bring those headphones anyway. What's the worst that could happen? Nita Farani of Duke University admits that this is the future and adds that,
and I mean near-term future, is these devices being the primary way in which we interact with all of the rest of our technology. Rather than a mouse or a keyboard, you can simply swipe with your mind. Move your hand more seamlessly when you're in VR or AR. Use your brain as the way in which you interact with all of the rest of your technology, which is an exciting and promising future, but also a potentially scary one, a transformative one that will change the way that we interact with other people, and even how we understand ourselves.
At least she knows of the fear that this is going to put in people. That's self-awareness. But again, you guys be the judge. Are you looking forward to a future where your brain activity, even your feelings toward other people, can be tracked and used against us? Sound off in the comments down below. This is a scary future we're headed into, guys. Now, while I can't read your mind, I know what troubles a lot of you. Cost of living. If you're interested to learn as to how budgeting multiple streams of income through side hustles or small businesses, investments in the stock market, or in real estate can help you to overcome this financial turmoil that you're in, or even help you to reach financial freedom sooner than ever, feel free to reach out to me through Patreon. There's a link in the description down below if you want to join our Patreon group. Please don't hesitate to change your lives for the better. But before I go, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up for the video. Also subscribe for your daily dose of the truth. There's no sense in being silent when we have the facts, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Y'all be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next video.